644, welcome to WLWT's News 5 News to Go. We are leading the way with breaking news this morning. Damage from those severe storms overnight.
Leading the way with live team coverage, Stephen Albritton in Warren County near Morrow as we prepare for even more storms later on today. Stephen.
Megan Kelly, a lot of damage up here in Morrow. Power is still out. Duke crews need to get out here, but they are very busy all over the place. But we do have more rain on the way. Randy, what do we have?
So it looks like we're going to have about 12 hours of dry weather before another rain threat rolls in through greater Cincinnati. Want to take a look at the WLWT live radar in a wide view here where you can see storm reports starting to populate from overnight. But we know Butler and Warren counties hit with very strong storms. Radar confirming tornado activity and heavy rain moving through the 275 loop. So there are definitely places that have cleanup to be done today. As we take a look at what's happening right now, the final few sprinkles have faded out of here. So before 7 a.m., we are now done with the rain, and we've got about 12 hours until that rain pushes back in again. You can see maybe a stray shower here south of Dry Ridge and Falmouth. As we take a look at the rainfall totals over the last 24 hours, you can see right over top of the 275 loop, back along 74 and into Clermont County. That's our pocket of heaviest rain, where we have spots that saw upwards of 2.5 to 3 inches of rain over on the west side near Delhi. Over Norwood, 2.5 inches of rain, almost 3 inches from Newtown to Anderson. So there was high water overnight, and we do anticipate additional rainfall tonight. So that could lead to more flooding concerns into tomorrow morning. Up in Butler and Warren counties, you can see most places picked up about 1.5 inches. So as we go through today, 83 degrees is where we're headed. The storm threat kicks in this evening. I'm going to go hour by hour through that futurecast so you can see the timeline and expected rainfall totals from one last round of storms. Megan.
Yeah, Randy, can't stress enough. We do not need more rain, and that's because you could see ponding as you head out on the roadways in your area. So got to be careful of that. We're checking on traffic right now. The big map looks like there's a few different possible breakdowns here. The first one that we're looking at as we zoom closer in is on 275 here. A breakdown on the right-hand shoulder that's blocked due to a stalled vehicle on 275 eastbound. So just be careful if you are in that Loveland area, Miami Grove. Another thing to keep in mind is where our co-anchor Stephen Albritton, who you just heard from, is this is storm cleanup that's happening on Mason Morrow Millgrove Road, right up in that Morrow area. So that is closed. You will want to take a different route, especially if you were headed out in that area this morning. Taking a look at the big map here, everything else is looking great. Of course, we'll keep an eye on traffic for you as the morning goes on. But for now, I'll send it back to Kelly with more News to Go.
All right, Megan, thank you. And News to Go continues. We're getting a first look this morning at the damage from the severe weather overnight. A lot of work this morning for the National Weather Service and, of course, crews to get things cleaned up and determine exactly how many tornadoes hit our region last night. So we're leading the way with live team coverage. Our co-anchor Stephen Albritton live for us in Warren County with what we know and the tornadoes that we know swept through our area. Stephen.
Yeah, Mason Morrow Millgrove still closed, and a lot of cleanup efforts already happening out here. We've heard the chainsaws all morning when they were moving trees, trying to get them out of the way. But this purple house here, burgundy house, the roof is gone. It's on the back of the house. It's to the front of the house. But then when we pan over here to the right to see all of the destruction of these trees next to the Little Miami River, snapped like twigs, toothpicks just left laying around. I saw a tree on the other side of the river, got to be 15 feet in diameter, just completely pushed over into the water. So really some incredible destruction from those radar confirmed tornadoes. But this is not the only place where we've seen destruction. Danielle Dindak, she is live in Butler County seeing even more of what happened overnight.
I was afraid that Yeah, busy morning over here in Butler County, Stephen. Right now I'm in Riley Township, and I just had the chance to talk to the owners of this property behind me because you can really see how strong the winds were last night. Because take a look at this. You're actually looking at an overturned semi. Now, I'm told it was actually tossed about 20 feet from where it was standing last night. Multiple grain silo bins also leveled and tossed and picked up. Now, because of those silos being picked up, I can tell you that lots of power outages are also in the area because of downed lines. But the one thing I really want to stress, that landowner, she told me that last night she was in the stairwell with her son when this storm came through, and she said everyone is okay. That house was untouched. Even though you take a look at this site behind me and see everything that is twisted and mangled, everyone here is okay. So, Stephen, I'll send it back to you.
Danielle, thank you so much. We do appreciate it. So we've seen the damage from those wind and storms overnight, but the story that continues to move on is the water coming from the sky. Our Todd Dykes has been in Storm Tracker. Todd, there was some overnight water rescues that occurred as well.
Yeah, right where we are, Stephen. Good morning. Now, through our storm tracker camera, you're going to see some debris on the road coming up here in a minute. This is in a valley portion of we're in North Fairmount neighborhood where there was a lot of standing water overnight, prompted an emergency rescue. I want to show you a photo that Cincinnati fire crews posted overnight. It shows a driver completely submerged underwater. This all happening on Long Yost Avenue here in North Fairmount around midnight. Crews did manage to successfully remove that man from the vehicle. Officials telling us they've received dozens of storm-related calls. Thankfully, the majority of them only involving minor injuries, if there were injuries at all. Again, a live look through Storm Tracker. You're seeing the debris from this situation here in North Fairmount. Flood warning in effect this morning until 8:45. Certain parts of our region in Hamilton and Butler counties, also parts of southeastern Indiana. We're continuing to track it all. We'll have more for you on air and online on WLWT.com. For now, reporting live here in Storm Tracker, Todd Dykes, WLWT News 5.
Todd, thanks so much. So we do have more weather on the way, a lot of rain. So make sure you download that free WLWT mobile app where you'll find video of the destruction we found, any reports from the National Weather Service, all of it there for free on the mobile app or WLWT.com. But the good news, especially up here in Morrow, no injuries, but they do have a long cleanup ahead. Megan, Kelly, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Stephen, thank you. Developing on WLWT, a 17-year-old facing charges after 3 people were hurt in a shooting in the West End over the weekend. The victims include a 15-year-old, a 17-year-old, and a 68-year-old. All those victims were hospitalized, but they are expected to recover. They say the 17-year-old suspect will be charged with 3 counts of felonious assault.
Classes canceled at an elementary school in Loveland because of a safety concern yesterday. St. Columban Church and school leaders saying someone was taken into custody as a result. In a statement to parents, they said in part, quote, the proper authorities, including the Loveland Police Department, are involved and the individual is now in custody. It's still unclear what the security concern was, how school leaders learned about it, or who the person taken into custody is. Of course, we're asking more questions. St. Columban School will be open for a normal school day today.
And new details about the crash that briefly shut down a section of Central Parkway yesterday. We now know that driver was a 75-year-old woman who died from her injuries. All this unfolded just after 3 in the afternoon. Cincinnati police say the driver was turning onto Central from Liberty, ran a red light, and collided with 2 other cars in the intersection. Police say she kept driving onto West 12th Street, hit a curb, and sideswiped a building before coming to a stop. She was taken to UC Medical Center, where she later died, and police do not believe speeding or impairment played a role here. Anyone who witnessed this crash is asked to contact Cincinnati police.
6:52, a Lincoln Heights man will no longer face the death penalty for killing 3 people 2 decades ago. Stanley Fitzpatrick was convicted of killing his girlfriend and her daughter with a hatchet in their home in 2001. He also killed a neighbor who came to check on them. This week, the judge decided to commute Fitzpatrick's death sentence to life in prison without parole instead. The court determined he was seriously mentally ill at the time of the killings.
A local mail carrier is recovering after neighbors say 3 men attacked him in broad daylight. This happened at the courtyard of College Hill apartment complex on Lantana Avenue, and neighbors say 3 young people following the carrier around before they attacked. Police records say the victim was hit and kicked, causing him to lose consciousness. They then stole the mailman's keys and took off. So far, no word on any arrests. And the Boy Scouts of America announced it would be changing its name for the first time in history. The organization will officially become Scouting America next year. This name change will go into effect on February 8th of next year for the organization's 115th anniversary. The change is meant to make everyone feel welcome, but the Scouts' mission remains the same, teaching young people to be prepared for life.
Okay, we are just 3 weeks away from Taste of Cincinnati, and chefs across our area preparing their menus. More than a dozen chefs tested out their best dishes, and some told us the event helps boost business to get that exposure. But for others, getting to participate in the event is a dream come true. Taste of Cincinnati runs from May 25th through the 27th. We'll have more details on our website, WLWT. AI Week continues here today with the benefit to this new technology, especially for families.
I actually saw a TikTok and it was like moms with AI or something. And so I was watching that and she's like, you know, I use it for meal planning. And I'm like, say less.
Tonight, I'll show you how a local mom on a very busy schedule is using artificial intelligence to save time. AI from the grocery store to the dinner table. That's tonight at 6 on WLWT. Megan?
All right, we're checking on traffic, especially in Warren County. If you live in Morrow or you live in this area, there is storm cleanup that is happening on Mason, Morrow, Millgrove Road from, of course, those severe storms last night. That road is closed, which means that there are some detours this morning. It's about 14 miles per hour there on Front Street eastbound, about 29 miles per hour if you're using US 22 westbound. So just be careful of this, of course, throughout the morning. Another thing to keep in mind is that there's a lot of flooding in the area. And of course, this is aerial flooding, so it could accumulate with more precipitation that we do expect, and check in with Randy on later in the day. 13 miles per hour eastbound, that's 129. So just be careful if you're in this area, Tylersville, Wetherington, and of course, we'll keep you updated on traffic throughout the day. Right now, Columbia Parkway, everything is looking pretty good, especially considered what we've seen last night. So we'll check in with Randy on the rest of weather that we're expecting to get in just about 12, 13 hours.
Right, so about 12 hours away for our next round of rain, which gives a nice cleanup time frame for us. You can see the radar now quiet across greater Cincinnati, those last showers exiting. But we do have the potential for additional rain. And after well over 2 to 3 inches of rain across a good chunk of greater Cincinnati, we do have the possibility of any additional rain tonight causing a flood risk. So you can see yellow indicating a slight risk of flash flooding, especially overnight. And as far as severe storms go, the worst of the weather down toward Paducah and in through western portions of Tennessee. In our area, I think this is a little bit aggressive, bringing the enhanced zone to our area. Probably maybe a chance for a stronger storm or two as we get into the next round of storms. And those will kick in by about 6 o'clock tonight. Take a look at the futurecast. It shows 12 hours or so from now, we get into the late afternoon and evening. Things are still quiet between 6 and 9 p.m. Showers and thunderstorms starting to develop along a warm front, and that could lead to isolated stronger storms, but all forms of severe weather are possible. I would think that damaging winds, maybe some hail, a possibility right at the onset, and then we transition to rain that continues overnight. The bigger severe weather threat overnight is the stuff far to the south, but for us, expect pockets of heavier rain. We could pick up an additional ½ inch to inch of total rainfall, and that rain moves out as the sun comes up tomorrow. So plan on for today, dry weather through the afternoon, and then we get rain and possibly some thunderstorms tonight, scattered showers tomorrow into the weekend, kind of a split weekend. Saturday we'll see some rain, but Mother's Day looks decent.